Hey, what's up everyone? Aubrey Trades here with another market recap video. Pretty good day for me, ending about $70 in the green for commissions. But I will take the green day. And yeah, things happened. I took advantage of a couple of opportunities. Wasn't a scaredy cat. I did grab a little bit of AHFD this morning. Boom, boom, boom. On a dip off of the highs. So I didn't, I wasn't the dummy that chased the highs. But, I thought there was going to be a secondary continuation move here. And so what happens is I saw a little bit of the turn happening on the level 2, so I took 1.56 and then I ended up selling at 5.8. Literally, once it didn't happen here, because I figured this was the moment. Massive sellers showing up at 5.8. Thought, all right, I better just get out. I better just wipe my hands clean. It's probably the end of the morning move. I already know that it likes to consolidate, hang around, and then do the swizzle. So, all right, I'll leave it alone. I'll come back. Maybe I'll actually play it correctly this afternoon. Well, it decided to take a big fat dump on us, closing down 20%. So now what am I doing? Well, I'll tell you. I think because it closed so weak, we are open to a gap down. I personally, I wouldn't want to see a crazy gap down, but maybe if it, hold on, I gotta do this vertical zoom. If it wants to gap down a little bit, like to 3.4, and then initiate the panic down to 3.1 and 3, and then we can get a morning panic bounce play back up to test the 4s. I would love that. That's what I got my eye on for tomorrow. All right, this is basically going to be the watch list for tomorrow too, so anyone tuning in, you get something special. Another runner we got this afternoon, MWWC marketing worldwide core, 1 p.m. or this is power hour, right? This is set to Pacific time for me. Or is it not? I don't remember. Oh well. They are acquiring a crypto mining ecosystem. Oh look, they put a picture. Wow, that's so cool. Market research analyst. This is acquisition and onboarding. Check. That means they did it already. Applying new features. Oh, we're here. Aw, look at them. They're so thoughtful. External platform testing. Public launch. Moon. Onboarding, ongoing revisions and upgrades. Okay, cool. This basically is like, if anyone's in the NFT game right now, they're like giving us a little roadmap like they do in those discords. It's so funny. I love this. I think this could rip. I mean, I think this could continue to test 2 pennies, especially with the pretty picture. We're not even to the moon yet. We're not even to the moon. Yeah? We gotta hang around to go to the moon, but sorry. So I'm interested in a gap up. Maybe we test this 1.5, 1.6, and you can scoop something from the profit takers here. Get like a dip and rip setup for continuation. That's what I like. Otherwise, I don't know if we don't gap up. Bounce off of 0.08. Dub 89, maybe, but I think it's more likely that this gaps up. I did take a bit of a piece. I mean, you can see it. Yeah, this is the consolidation pattern that I keep trying to look for. Where, well, I missed this. I missed when the news came out, and I didn't want to chase. I was like, all right, cool, fine. Maybe it'll spike, and I'll be interested in a nice consolidation, and I'll buy in for the high a day push, right? For a strong close, breaking to new highs. This was a bit weak though. I mean, I got in here. Boop, boop. Let's go to the minute chart. I got in here as we were perking up, right? So at this point you had higher low, new high within the range, right? So here's MAM, right? So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. We're on this trend, cool. But I wasn't expecting this last dip leg. Otherwise, I would have waited. So it started to sag. I knew, at minimum 1, 2, 3 was the level to watch. So I held through it, ended up selling for a small profit here into the end of the day. There were just so many sellers at 4 1s and 4 2s. I mean, every time we came to fight it, it'd be like 1 million, 2 million, 3 million on the freaking offer. And it's like, oh my God, get away. Let the thing moon. We're trying to go to the moon. Anyway, so that was MWC. We also got VNTH running into the close. I think this is another crypto. I don't know. VNTH. Is there news on VNTH? VNTH news. Let's see what it comes up with. 2 days ago. I have stocks to trade up. Why don't I just look at this there? Oh, sorry, guys. Hold on. One more thing. I'm going to try one more thing here. I'm going to go to a chart. I'm going to go to VNTH. Like, I have this tool. Why don't I use the tool? News? SEC filings, Form C. So they fired somebody. That's not that sexy. I thought it'd be sexier. I was hoping it'd be sexier. Makes me like it less, to be honest. Well, that's loading. Go back to Thinkorswim. Yeah, if this wants to gap up, like, okay, visually, I do like this chart. I just wish the news was a little sexier. Apparently, I played it here for a tiny scalp. Whoop. So, I would love for this to open up, maybe just past the penny mark, like 1.05, 1.1. Do a dip and rip setup to push the 130s here. That's what I like. That's what I'll be looking for. VNTH, MWWC, and AHFD. Those are going to be my main watches for tomorrow. MJWL just kind of hung around. Didn't really do much of anything. That's fine, though. I mean, the longer it can base here at 14, the more likely it is to break out further. I mean, at this point, we got this nice little downtrend here. So, I mean, one could say, trade the trend line break. And this is something that I have been finding a lot more success with. Like, trend lines? Ugh, I love trend lines. And those end up being better trades. I'm trying to give myself more risk on them, too. I made a little bit on Grom. Wrap it out there. Where did I take Grom? Let me know. Man, this ended up working so much. This is such a freaking story of my life, So I took, this is adjusted risk. Yeah, so I took 357 shares at 430. Basically like $100 risk, risking the low here. I'm like, if I'm gonna max loss, it's gonna be on this trade because I always get the trend breaks right. And then I sold way too early at 433 for 3 cents. When really 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes later, 470s, 480s would have been a better win. Would have definitely been a better win. Because I would have been, my stop was here at 392 at 417, 392, right? 02, 12. I probably did like 25 cent risk. So I would have gotten an R. You know? Gotta remember to hold. Gotta remember to hold. Anyway, that's gonna wrap it up. We said DATS fell. We covered Jasper. We'll talk about... Well, let's just go through. Let's see, WTRH. I was kind of hoping this would stick around. I missed this. I wasn't really interested. This just kind of happened like last minute. But here, you know, again, with the trend break. I mean, classic. Boom, trend break. And you get this opportunity to test the trend line. You get in on that dip, ride it up. It's literally, I mean, if I just had one pattern to play, it would probably be the trend break. I'm starting to see. I was also going through my stats, and even though the OTCs are my highest winners, I was thinking like, that's super skewed though, because I always have way more risk on my OTCs. So what's better to look at, and I'm still going through the data, is one, OTC winners versus OTC losers, right? Also quantity of OTC winners versus quantity of the listed winners from like trend breaks or dip and rip setups. I can't super rely on just the max profit and loss because I've been having two completely different sizes for those trades. And from what I've gone through so far, it seems like the trend break is one I get right way more. So I'm gonna keep looking and start thinking about more risk on those, especially when it's high conviction and falls in with a bigger picture idea like a first screen day bounce play, right? So yeah, that's gonna do it for today. Oh, one more thing. I said I would do some TA, and we did have a taker on the TA, and we're gonna shout it out. Punched Blue Balls. So thank you, Punched Blue Balls. You wanted to know about Fern? They got earnings coming up the next week or two, and a merger deadline is November 15th. Seems it's just consolidating now, and we'll soon jump. So we're going to look at this. You know, I agree, actually. We're going to go out to the daily, and I love this ramp. I love this bounce off of 269. Lol, lol, lol. I love how it coincides with this top here. And now we've bounced. We're starting to see this convergence of the moving average lines, which is another super cool thing that I like to see. That's one of my main things I like to look for. And here we kind of saw this action where it curled, clocked double bottom, got into this setup before ramping back up, right? I'm wondering if we're seeing the start of that again, right? Boom, here. Maybe we'll curl, clock a higher low. If we got that merger deadline that you're talking about, you know, that, if positive, I mean, that could shoot this back up. I mean, this came to 6 and we're trading at 3. I mean, we got a double ahead of us if we can pick up on volume. You know, I love seeing the volume kind of going away while it still reclaims its highs. And if we start uptrending on low volume and then the volume starts ramping up again, that's going to be great. That's going to be exactly what I am looking for. For me, it's once we get over 423, that's going to be more of my signal area. Because once we're there, if we get a breakout over 123 on good volume, you know, it's going to be pretty easy, in my opinion, for us to go from there to retest the 6s. That sort of falls in line with what my thoughts were on this trade, even though this ended up just not having the strength that I wanted it to. But it was the same general idea, right? The bam, and then it's consolidating on lower volume, uptrending. Here we get the break of this initial range. Boom, higher volume. And we just ended up not being quite as strong, but we still ended up getting out, right? I didn't let myself get stopped out this time either. So anyway, that's all I got. thanks so much for watching this video. Thanks to Punched Blue Balls for the ticker suggestion. If you got value out of this, please hit the like button. Helps grow the show. Consider subscribing and leave me a comment down below. What tickers are you watching? I mean, if you want some TA done, throw it down there. I'll throw it up on the screen in the next video. We'll go through it together. Hey, maybe we make some money. So, I'm Aubrey Trades. I will be back tomorrow with another watch list / recap video. I might show up and do an analysis on whatever runners are showing up. I'm not sure. Like, I kind of stopped doing that because I'm trying to just focus in on the OTC stuff and just have less stocks to look at. But I mean, it might be fun to do. Anyway, let me know if you want me to do that too. So I'm Aubrey Trade. Thanks again for watching. Until next time, take it easy. I'll see you in the next video. Woo!